Hi, welcome to my video on find inequality from a graph. The inequality pertaining to the absolute value, which is a V-shape. But before we start the video, let me go over where there are other units that have inequalities. In Algebra 1, I've had a unit on linear inequalities, single variable. In Algebra 2, I have a unit on linear inequalities, two variables. And in Algebra 2, I also have quadratic inequalities. So that's three more units that's on inequalities. So let's find the inequality that represents each of these graphs. And the equation is y, a, absolute value x minus h, absolute value plus k. So this symbol that goes in here could be greater than equal to, less than equal to. So let's fill in the symbol. Notice that it's a broken line, so there's no equal sign. And we're shading below, so below is less than. So it's less than with no equal sign. Now let's find A. A is the slope. So the slope is, there's the vertex. So the slope is 1, 2, up 2, right 1. So the slope is rise 2, run 1. So the slope is 2, which is A. And notice that it's going, the V shape is going up, so therefore it's a positive. And the vertex is x is 1, y is negative 2. 1, negative 2. So we put 1, we put the opposite inside, x minus 1, and a minus 2. And that's the inequality that represents this graph. Let's do another one as an example. And again, the equation is y, and it's an a, absolute value of x minus h plus k, and we'll fill in this symbol that goes here first. Let's fill in that symbol. And we have, notice it's equal to because it's a solid boundary, and we're shading above. Above is up, so it's greater than equal to because the boundary line of the V shape is solid, and when you shade going up, that's greater than. When you shade going down like this is less than. And the slope, A is the slope. So let's find the slope. There's the vertex. Slope, let's go to a good point right here. So 1, 2, 3, down 3, right 2. So the slope is really 3 over 2. So it's 3 over 2. Why not put, well, see, this is a positive slope, and that's a negative slope. But because the absolute value V shape is going down, that means that it's a negative. Because remember, one side of this absolute value is a positive slope, and the other side is a negative slope. Notice this has a positive slope, and this has a negative slope. But it's the direction that it's going upward, that it's positive, and going downward is negative. And the vertex is x is 1, 2, negative 2, and y is 1, 2, 3. And when we put that in, x minus 2, x is negative 2, so it's an x plus 2 because it's opposite with a plus 3. Okay, that's how I find the equation of an absolute value, which is a linear V shape. And we have two more to do, so you can pause your video and see if you get the right answer. So here we go. And let's see what this is. Oh, going up, so it's opening up, so it's a positive. And let's find the slope, or we could also find the vertex. Makes no difference. If you want to find the vertex first, go for it. Vertex is right here. So x is negative 1, y is negative 3. X is negative 1, y is negative 3. That means I can put that in the equation. Opposite of negative 1 is a plus 1 and minus 3. And the slope is going from the vertex to this point. There's 2 points on the graph. 1 up 2, 1, 2, 3. So the slope is 2 over 3. And remember, this is positive slope, and that's a negative slope. So A is 2/3. Because it's opening up, then we have a positive 2/3, so that's a positive there. And notice that it's solid, so we have an equal sign, and we're shading above, so it's greater. So this is greater than equal to. So y is greater than equal to 2/3 absolute value of x plus 1 minus 3 is the inequality that represents all the points says on this boundary line, equal sign, and above. And again, you can take a test point 0, 0 to see if this is true. And number 2, let's see. Again, I like most times to get the vertex. The vertex in this one is x is 2, y is 0. X is 2, y is 0. And the slope is to go from, we got a point here and a point here, is down 1, right 2. So the slope is 1 over 2. And notice that it's shaded downwards, so that's less than, and it's no equal sign. So it's going shading downwards, so that's less than, and there's no equal sign because the boundary line is broken. And we have a 1/2 slope, but it's opening down, so it's negative. Absolute value of x, opposite of 2, is negative 2 with a 0. So the answer is less than, y is less than negative 1/2. Absolute value of x minus 2 is the inequality that represents, again, is no, it's broken, so it's no equal sign. We're shading downward below, so we got less than, and the slope is 1/2. This is a positive slope, that's a negative slope, but it's going from one point to the other. It's going downward. Even though we go from down 1, right 2, or down 1, left 2, because it's going down, that's why it's less than. And again, the point of the vertex is opposite to the x, keeping the y. And that brings us to the end of the video. And again, the previous video to this one, we were graphing the inequalities, and in this one, we will find the equation of the inequalities. So if you like my video, click the like button, the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content that's on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.